Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about the women's cycle. There is something very important to know about the cycle of a woman is that is cyclical, right? So women are cyclical, and there is a pattern that we can observe in all of us who are bleeding. So when there is, we can do the analogy with the four seasons of the nature cycle. So there is the winter when we are bleeding. It goes between 1 to 6 days, and it's really like the inner winter. Um, there is this feeling of coziness, of needing to go inward, have more time alone. It's like hibernation, right? It's like taking care of the body, needing to stay even on bed day 1 or day 2. So we're gonna begin to count the cycle from the first day of bleeding. It will be day 1, and then onward until the last day of the cycle, which is the day before the new bleeding. So the first part is like between 3 to 7 days, depend. Every woman have different timings and different days and length of the cycle. But on a 28 basis day, we're gonna count that there is between 1 to 7, 6 maximum, days of bleeding. And after that, it's like spring coming, like in the nature. There is a bit more energy. The hormones of the body begins to rise up a little bit more, because during the bleeding all the hormones goes down, and that's why we feel tired and we need to regenerate our body and eat different things more. Sometimes we want more chocolate or more sugar, and resting after that time. So it's the spring, like in the trees there is a little something going out before the flower blossoming, right? It's the beginning. So we have a little bit more energy. It's more child energy, more playfulness. And it's where the follicular phase, we call it, when in the ovaries the egg is beginning to be prepared but not yet egg. So that's it, depending every woman, but a few days, and then begins the ovulation part. That we can follow it because there is a special texture that we can found at the entrance, at the entrance of the vagina, and it is beginning to be more egg white, like more sticky or more like this humid for sure, and then more really like white egg. That is the beginning of the ovulation, when the egg is ready to be ovulated in the ovaries. And it's the ovulation time, it's 24 hours, not more. But between the ovulation and before, it is the summer, we call it. So we have all the hormones at the peak. We have a lot of energy. We feel that we can do many things, and one day we are like superwoman, super powerful. Because we have the support of all our hormones that are there, ready to, the egg is ready to be fertilized, right? Because it's in preparation for a new life. So it's like in summer, like in the nature, everything is blossoming. We have nice air. We feel like we can do many things. And it's usually a great moment at the emotional level, at the physical level. We have energy. After that begins to, the egg is have not been fertilized if we are not pregnant, so it begins to fall, to go down and to be transformed, right? So it's the autumn, the fall season, Um, it's like when the trees, so all the leaves begin to fall, there is a bit less energy, and that's when slowly, because one day the peak of hormone is at the highest, ovulating, and the day after there is no the egg haven't been fertilized, and then everything drops, all the hormones drops, so we feel like very down. Yeah, there is these days where we are like no energy at all, and no, we, it's really strange because we can be super good mood and the day after very down. So this is related with our hormones, and it's the beginning of fall, of autumn. It's a moment where we need to take care also of slowly doing less things, less interactions. We don't feel so much social, we don't feel so much going out anymore. Slowly we begin to get ready for the winter, for the bleeding. That's when sometimes we have the PMS symptoms, or we feel like very tired, very emotional. It's a very nice moment where we can see clearly all what is not good, what is not going well in our life, or in our personal relations, or in our body. And often, if we don't listen that phase, it can turn out to be, yeah, very emotional and very hard moments. Rather, if we observe and track our cycle, we can be aware that, okay, I am in that phase of autumn, and I need also to take care of my body differently, eat differently. Maybe sometimes there is some cravings, so that's when we want more chocolate, the more lentils, more proteins. It's a good moment to give all of that to our body because it's getting ready to bleed, and to go into winter again, to hibernate, and to again have a rest and a reset, and have almost no more interactions, and stay 1 or 2 days even alone, because it's winter again, bleeding again. And that's how the circle goes on and on. Every woman have different lengths, so it can be 21 days up to 35 days. This is the, yeah, in between. And if you track every month, you will find there is patterns that are coming back again and again. So from day 1 to day 28, for example, which the last day before the bleeding, you can see that there is few days, particular days, where you feel a certain way, and every cycle, every month, it's come back. And in that sense, it's really nice to be aware of it and to even adapt our yoga practice, because some moments we need more restorative, that we know when we are bleeding, right? There is some posture that we cannot do. But even during the whole cycle, we can find different way to practice matching our level energy and our general needs during the month. So that is the first introduction, to let you know that we are cyclical, and that when it's important to honor our bleed and our cycle. And it makes a lot of sense once we begin to track it, to understand how we are, how I am, and that the other one functions differently, and that we can adapt our interactions, our way of nourish ourselves, of eating, of taking care of the body, to feel more free at the end, to be ourselves. So I'll see you later for more and deepening exploration about the theme, and have a beautiful practice.